Hello everyone and welcome back to Simulated TC here for the third and final race of our event at the Brands Hatch Indy racetrack in the United Kingdom. So far in this event we have seen two brand new winners in Simulated TC, not just the season but in their time in the series. So that means we have the opportunity to perhaps see a more traditional winner in race number 3. But with 4 drivers starting on the softs, all of them at the back of the field, perhaps we could even see someone that's not on the soft tyres compete for victory here today, which is not something we're able to say very often. Keep an eye on Adrian Tishy, enters this race a point down on the championship lead, but he's on soft here today, and whilst there's still another 6 events, and of course 18 races to go in this season, it is still an important factor to keep an eye on throughout the event here at Brands Hatch. Let's go then and have a look at how the field lines up for today's action. At the rear of the field, we have the reigning champion driving for Renault now. It's Adam Richardson on the soft compound of tyre. Ahead of him on the grid, it is runner-up in the championship so far this season. Adrian Tishy sits second in points, but just a point off the lead. He's on softs as well there. Dylan Valstenberg, a winner earlier in the season at the Nürburgring. He lines up in 17th, also on soft tyres, as is one of our new drivers in the series. It's Elmarie Salo in the BMW, the only BMW in the field. He is the top starting soft tyre runner for this race. Ahead of him in 15th position is Tyler Davison in the Peugeot, with Ben Driscoll on medium tyres ahead of him in the Genesis. Race number 1 winner Aston Lewis in that surprising final lap overtake will be lining up in the 13th position, but on hard tyres could be a struggle for him. Ahead of him on the grid, it's Ian Henwood in the Ford on medium tyres. It's also mediums for Charlie Goodrick starting 11th, just missing out on the top 10 reverse grid. In 10th position, which of course means they won race number 2, it's Leo Bonnet on the hard compound tyres. Ahead of him, it is Scott Sandever, the man that leads the championship by just a point at this stage of the season. He's on mediums with Jordan Fingal ahead of him on the hard compound of tyre. It's also hard for Jonathan Mills there, lining up in the 7th position in his Honda, with Preston Brennan in position ahead of him, also going with the hard compound tyres for his Tesla. In 5th position, it is Seb Mills. He's going to be on the mediums for this race in the Peugeot, looking to try and hold on some decent track position, but that Peugeot isn't great on the starts. Dimitri is in 4th position. He's on mediums as well there, but the top 3 are all on hard compound tyres. In 3rd place, it is the DS of Morgan Hitchings. His teammates already won a race in this event. Can he win one here? It's going to be tough. On the front row, though, it is Jackson Turner on the hard compound tyres, and on pole position, the man that's been on the front row for all 3 races here at Brands Hatch, it is Liam Jones. Can he finally break through and get his first win of the season? The cars are on the grid then, and we are ready to go racing for the final time here at Brands Hatch. The revs rise, the lights go out, and we are racing here at Brands Hatch. And we're underway for race number 3. It's a brilliant start from Liam Jones, who holds on to the lead into turn number 1. Preston Brennan is going to jump up into second on the inside of Jackson Turner there. Then it's Sandever and Soterakis side by side behind him as they head out of Paddock Hill Bend for the first time in this race, and into Druids as Morgan Hitchings is going to send one to the inside. 3 wide there, battling over 4th position. Hitchings is going to get a double overtake done there. Impressive stuff, unless Sandever and Soterakis can fight back on the exit. They're not quite able to do it though. Hitchings now to try and carry the speed around the outside, but Sandever in that Genesis showing that he's got a bit of strength in that car. He's going to hold on to that position now, as that's going to give the chance to the Mercedes of Dimitri Soterakis to get back down the inside of Hitchings as they head up into McLaren and Surtees. This is a brilliant portion of the racetrack, a great overtaking zone as well. When these drivers are on the limit of grip, these cars are going to slide, and when they slide, that's when we get the drama. And at the moment it is Liam Jones who leads lap number 1. Preston Brennan in 2nd place, Turner 3rd, but deep in the pack you can see there's not many soft runners that high just yet. Mills in 9th place there, that is Jono Mills, as his brother Seb Mills is in 6th position, and he is challenging for that 5th position with Morgan Hitchings as they head into Paddock Hill Bend for the 2nd of 15 occasions here today. In, of course, race number 1, we saw lapped cars play a factor in this race. I doubt that'll be the case though. With all the soft runners starting at the rear, they've got a hell of a lot of traffic to get through before they can get into the fight for victory. You can see there some of the notable ones. The bright pink of Dylan Valstenberg. He is one of the soft runners the white and blue BMW of Elmarie Salo, another one of our soft runners in this race. Don't count out the likes of Adam Richardson and Adrian Tishy though, two people that know how to win in this series, and they'll be looking to try and make some progress forward as Jordan Fingal is holding on to this 7th position for now, ahead of Sotirakis. Sotirakis opens the door though for Jonathan Mills, who's going to stick his Honda down the inside of the final corner here, and as they head their way out towards the Clark curve at the end of lap number 2, the top 3 remains unchanged. Jonathan Mills though just inside the top 8, trying to hold on to as many positions as he can on those hard tyres. Going to be slippy for him, but there's plenty of cars in the same boat as him now, as this time Seb Mills is going to have another look down the inside of Paddock Hill Bend. Can he make the move stick this time on Morgan Hitchings? Two similar cars, but crucially not the same. Mills gets the move done there. Mills on the medium compound tyres, Morgan Hitchings on the hards. There has a grip advantage for the Peugeot driver. Jordan Fingal there still in 7th. Mills, the other Mills this is, doesn't get confusing at all. Jonathan Mills there in 8th position, still fighting with Sotirakis, as now you can see that's Charlie Goodrick in 11th, Ben Driscoll in 12th position. Behind him it's Ian Henwood and Elmarie Salo, the current lead soft runner in this fight. And Salo's going to take an advantage there of that chance, and he's going to look to the inside now of Goodrick. May even have a run at Driscoll here as they come back up the hill. This is what we like to see down the inside. Elmarie Salo looking for an opportunity, but for now the Genesis is holding a nice and steady line. But there you can see Salo is having a look to the outside, and with the grip in those soft compound tyres, he's going to go all the way around it. He makes a lovely move there at the final corner, and onto the Brabham straight they go. Salo in the BMW should have the chance to make this move. If he can't get it done on the straight, he should get it done on the brakes into turn number 1. But ahead of them now, that's Leo Bonnet. Could he pose a problem, or will it just be another car that Elmarie Salo can already overtake in this race? And it looks like he's going to do just that, as he goes all the way around the outside of him as well, and up into the top 10 for Salo. The Finnish driver is up into a very nice position for such an early stage, but he's got plenty of cars to go, but he's not stopping anytime soon. He's now going to go around the outside of Sotirakis as well, and that'll give him the inside now as they head into Graham Hill Bend, and now he goes down the inside of Jonathan Mills. This is 4 places gained on this lap already, and he's going to try and make it 5. He's to the inside of Fingal as they head up towards the final few corners of the lap. The left of Surtees, the right of McLaren. Salo gets his nose down the inside, and he gets the move done. Now, can he have a look at making Hitchings lose a position as well here? He's going to try and go around the outside, just like he did to Driscoll, and what a lap for Elmarie Salo. He's gained 6 positions in just a single lap here at Brands Hatch Indy, no less, the shortest track of the season. Nobody told Elmarie Salo that. Those soft tyres on that BMW are working majestically. He is up into 6th position now already. Adam Richardson in 13th position, the next highest soft runner, the reigning champion, is 7 positions back from the man he expects to be fighting over this victory with. Wow, what a lap from Elmarie Salo. Varstenberg there on the inside of Tishy in the background as Richardson looks to the inside of Bonnet as well. Plenty of cars here getting mixed up in this particular scrap. Tishy there now looking to the outside of Bonnet. Bonnet going to have a look down the inside of Richardson. Now Richardson has the tyre advantage, but can he make use of it as they come out of Graham Hill Bend? It looks like he's going to have the run there in that Renault. Slightly better top end speed, and that'll pull him clear there of the Alfa Romeo, which is now going to come under pressure from Adrian Tishy, the Toyota, making a nice and easy move there. Now will he have a look at the inside of Richardson? Looks like he's not quite able to make it happen this time, but for now he's slopped in behind Varstenberg as well in that fight, as Elmarie Salo meanwhile has gained another spot on the next lap. Not quite as many spots as he gained on the previous one, but it's up another position for Salo. He's up into 5th place, and no surprise there, he's set the fastest lap of the race so far. The top 4 though, nose to tail, and that's going to become the top 5 as Salo reels them in, because it's Jones, Brennan, Turner, the top 3 at the moment, all of them on tyres that are not optimal in the slightest. Now Richardson looking to try and gain more places here, just trying to tick them off one by one, but Salo is already attacking to try and take 4th position. He's going to the outside of Turner. Turner trying to hold firm there on the inside, but on those hard tyres doesn't have the grip to make something happen. Salo is up into 4th position. Next up on his list is Scott Sandever, and he's already passed one Genesis around the outside of Clark Curve. He's not going to try it again though. He's going to go to the inside as they head into Surtees. Brilliant stuff there. Salo is just finding a different way to pass every car he gets to. This is remarkable stuff from the BMW driver, a man who has never won in this series before. Really very few races to his name at all, but he's putting on a brilliant performance here in race number 3. We're only just nearly halfway through the race now, and he's looking for second position. He started all the way down in 16th, and he's going to take second here as we start lap number 7 of 15. Solo to second. Next up is Liam Jones, the man who has lost the lead on the final lap of the race 3 times this season. If he can hold on to the final lap in this one, I think he won't be too disappointed with that, because Salo is flying there, and he's on the back of the man that leads this race. Preston Brennan, though, third place still, holding on to that lead battle as now we look back down the field. Now it's Dylan Varstenberg getting in the fight now with several other drivers. Tishy in the mix as well here, trying to do battle as they try and pick these cars off one by one. But Helmary Salo, in this race at least so far, he has not been taking it in a one-by-one nature. He has been going several at a time, and that is the difference. That is why he is so far clear of the other soft runners. But we know in this series that anything can happen, as now Richardson's going to look to the outside of Hitchings. Varstenberg's looking to the inside of Fingal, but he can't find any room there, as Richardson is going to carry the momentum there in the Renault around the outside of the DS, and he's going to get the move done nice and easily there. The Renault pulls away on the straights, as you would expect. He's up into 7th place now. He's not too far off of Salo. He's closing the gap, but very, very slowly. He's now over halfway through this one. The action is non-stop now as Tishy and Varstenberg, both drivers on soft compound tyres here, need to try and focus on getting past the other drivers rather than each other here. Although at the end of the day, these two could be fighting it out for a podium or maybe even the race win, so they know whilst they want to try and clear this traffic, these are the main competitors for this race. Varstenberg still having to look at his mirrors as Tishy goes down the inside as they head into Graham Hill Bend. Can Tishy pick off Fingal as well? The Toyota gets a wheel up the inside of the Tesla, and he's got that move done absolutely wonderfully, and up into 9th position. Next up for him, Morgan Hitchings in the DS. And Hitchings lost positions here on the final corner of the last lap. Will it happen again this time, as Richardson just up the road is on the tail of Mills for that position? And look at this again. Hitchings is going to cover the inside line, but there's nothing he can do because the grip is in that Toyota, and that is the Toyota of Adrian Tishy up into 8th position in this race. A brilliant drive as well from him. All these soft tyre runners have been given quite the challenge to overtake around such a small and tight circuit, but they are putting on quite the show for us here. Varstenberg next up to try and attack Hitchings as they head into Paddock Hill Bend. Not quite able to make it happen there. The DS is strong on that top end speed, which gives him a little bit of a cover heading into the first corner, but now heading up into Druids. He's still just holding on for now at least. He's doing a very nice job indeed, as we can see now. Seb Mills causing a little bit of a problem here for Richardson. Richardson's going to have to try and look down the inside. That's going to give Tishy the chance to get involved, but it is the move done for Richardson up into that 6th position. Next up for him will be Jackson Turner. Behind, though, Adrian Tishy is trying to keep him honest. Next up for Tishy will be that same move on Seb Mills. Can he do what he did to Morgan Hitchings, going all the way around the outside of the final corner here? It's Surtees and then into the Clark curve. Not quite able to make it happen this time, though. He's going to have to follow that Peugeot down the main straight, but perhaps into turn number 1 he will have an opportunity to make the move happen there. The number 99 of Adrian Tishy, the man that has been dominant really this season so far. Only one win to his name, but he has put in some remarkable performances. Here, this event, it's not gone quite his way. Adam Richardson makes the move just up ahead on the road. Tishy, in this event, not scoring big points at all, but maybe this race can be that one where he gets the result he was been striving for to try and get himself back to the top of the championship standings. As now that's Varstenberg diving to the inside of Hitchings. It's taken him a while to make the move happen, but he's got it done now. The bright pink of that Alfa Romeo is up a position and into 9th place there. Lovely bit of racing as now Tishy gets down the inside of Seb Mills, and he makes that move happen. Next up for him will be Jackson Turner in the Honda. The Honda on hard compound tyres shouldn't be able to put up much of a fight, but saying that, it, well, sort of decided the race 1 victory in the traffic on the final lap of the race. Blue flags clearly not being followed in that occasion. This time there is no blue flags. This is a straight fight. Tishy on the back of Turner. The Canadian is going to have a challenge here, but the Honda on those hard compound tyres is not one of the strongest cars in the field. Richardson, meanwhile, sets the new fastest lap of the race as he reels into the top 5. Elmarie Solo, meanwhile, absolutely put on a demolishing show to get himself up to 2nd, but he is very much stalled out here on the rear of Liam Jones. And Liam Jones, just like we've seen already this season, is not an easy man to overtake. That Subaru proving to be quite the cork in the bottle in this race. He's holding on to the lead for now, despite being on hard tyres to Elmarie Salo's softs. Salo is finding himself with a challenge for perhaps the first time today, seemingly. He's going to have a look here to the inside as they head up towards McLaren, and Surtees going going to look to the inside of Surtees and can't quite make that happen. The Subaru, not particularly wide necessarily, certainly compared to some of the other cars in the field, but it's doing a good job of making it at least seem wide to the BMW of Elmarie Salo as they come off through the Clark curve now to start lap number 12. We're running out of laps in this one for Salo to make the move, and all the time he's stuck here in second. It's allowing Richardson to reel him in, but as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend here, he's looking to the inside line of turn number 1. He's going to go for the move down the inside. It's Salo to the lead. He gets the move done, finally. Liam Jones once again is going to lose the lead late on in a race. This time at least it wasn't on the final lap for his sake. That is not a statistic he wants to continue to see happen in this season. Richardson, meanwhile, is up into third place and is only a few seconds back from Elmarie Salo here. If he can clear Liam Jones that little bit quicker, then just maybe he can take the fight to him in this race. But Salo is looking quick, but so is Richardson. All of these drivers absolutely charging their way through the field as now that's Vastenberg to the inside of Turner. Tishy's going to try and go for the switchback on them, can't quite make it happen there. Vastenberg taking advantage of the Toyota, getting a little bit caught up there. Seb Mills as well, watching on of this battle ahead of him. Tishy looking to try and find a line that can give him the chance up into the final corners of the lap. Just trying to find a gap here on the Honda, proving to be a little bit of a troublesome pass for the Canadian driver as they head back out onto the Brabham Straight once more. It's Turner ahead of Tishy. Vastenberg using this as the perfect opportunity to try and pull away there, as Adam Richardson meanwhile has made the pass for second place, so Liam Jones will not add his 4th second place of the season to his name in this one at least. Maybe that'll come next time out based on what we've seen so far this season. Tishy though is the one that's making moves up at this stage of the field. He's going to go around the outside of Paddock Hill Bend. That'll give him the outside for Druids, which usually you would not want to have, but when you've got the grip advantage that Tishy has, he should be able to cruise all the way around the outside, and he does just that indeed. The Toyota up into 7th place, but he's got a few more cars to pass if he really wants to say that he maximised his chances in this race. Liam Jones for now still holding on to that 3rd position, keeping himself in a podium position would be a very strong result on hard compound tyres. Richardson though, as you can now see, up in 2nd place, is going to look to try and reel in Salo, but it is quite the gap between those top two. Brennan Sandover there now having to look in their mirrors at Dylan Vastenberg on their tail as they head down the main straight with just 2 laps remaining in this one. Vastenberg, 2 positions he needs to make quickly if he wants to have a chance at a podium in this race. The win looks to be out of reach for anyone apart from Salo and maybe Richardson, but there's still a podium spot very much available here. Vastenberg into turn number 1 is looking for options as he reels in the Genesis and the Tesla. 2 cars that are very strong on acceleration but have a little bit of a weight issue. The Alfa Romeo, no feather itself, but not quite able to have the same concerns, especially in a corner like that at Druids. He uses his very slight weight advantage to get himself up into 5th position. Preston Brennan will be next up in the Tesla. Sandover unable to put much of a fight up there. Tishy in an even lighter car trying to get involved as well in this fight, and you can see Vastenberg looking to try and make a move into Surtees, looking to the outside, glancing to the inside, gonna go to the outside though, commits to it, that'll give him the inside for McLaren, and lovely stuff there. Dylan Vastenberg making the move he needed to make. Good stuff from the Dutchman. Next up will be Liam Jones, and he's got a good chance here, taking that podium position away from the Subaru driver. He's going to be in the wheel tracks as they head up towards Paddock Hill Bend for the final time here today. He's got to run. Will the slipstream be enough, though? And Liam Jones has proven to be very hard to overtake. Vastenberg going to have a look to the inside. He's going to put the bumper to the back of the Subaru. Will it be enough to knock Jones off his line? No. Jones is going to hold strong here, but as they head into Druids, will there be anything he can do at this stage of the race? As they brake hard in to Druids, it's going to be wheel to wheel. Vastenberg gets to the inside. He's able to brake so much later with those soft compound tyres. And up at the front, Elmarie Salo has performed on a different level. Yes, he perhaps found himself a little stuck for a while there, but he gained 6 positions in 1 lap at Brands Hatch Indy. I think we can forgive him for his minor issue passing Liam Jones as he comes through the final corner for the final time. Elma is gonna be a winner. Elmarie Salo is coming to the line, and for the first time, he is a winner in Simulated TC, the first ever winner from Finland. He wins in race number 3 at Brands Hatch Indy. He wins for BMW, showing that BMW still have got what it takes to fight at the front of this championship. It's Richardson in second, and Dylan Vastenberg takes the final place on the podium. Liam Jones just misses out there on the final lap for that podium position. But behind him, Adrian Tishy, the man who has just retaken the championship lead, only P5. That is not the result he would have been hoping for entering this race. That was a thrilling race to end the event here at Brands Hatch Indy. Brilliant race there from Elmarie Salo, the first ever finish winner in this series and in NGM as a whole. Really impressive drive from him. Adam Richardson, the reigning champ, with another podium to his name. Dylan Varstenberg there in third position. Behind him there, it was Liam Jones on those hard compound tyres. Strong drive from him. Adrian Tishy from the back up to fifth position. Preston Brennan in sixth place. Scott Sandever gets a strong drive there in seventh position. Doesn't lose too many points to Adrian Tishy. Jackson Turner in 8th position. Then we have Seb Mills in 9th place. Morgan Hitchings rounds out the top 10 in 10th. Jordan Fingal just misses out on the top 10 there for Tesla. Ben Driscoll in the second of the Genesis cars lines up in 12th place at the end of that one. It's Ian Henwood in 13th with Jonathan Mills in 14th. The final points paying position though goes to Dimitri Sotirakis, the Greek driver for Mercedes, ends up in 15th. Charlie Goodrick is the first driver missing out on points in what has to be said was quite a disappointing event for the British driver. After getting his debut win last time at Lago Maggiore, not quite the follow-up event he would have hoped for. Just behind him, we had the race number 2 winner, Leo Bonnet. We had Tyler Davison for Peugeot, and as is often the case, both of the race winners coming into this one at this event, both going without points here. Aston Lewis comes home dead last in race number 3 at Brands Hatch Indy. Well, this event has well and truly mixed up the championship standings in a big way. We expected to see Adrian Tishy come here and have another brilliant weekend, but he very nearly didn't qualify, just barely making his way into the field in 19th place for race number 1. But he did a good strategy. He salvaged a good amount of points, and he does maintain the points lead leaving here. But, crucially, by only a single point. A point ahead there of Scott Sandever, the only man with more than one win so far this season. Liam Jones, a man who has no wins this season, is 3 points off the championship lead now, and the reigning champion in 4th, Adam Richardson, only 7 points off the lead for Renault. It's an incredible front 4 at the moment this season. They have all been on another level, and just to go to show how far ahead they are, as I mentioned there, Adam Richardson, 4th place in points, 7 points off the lead. 5th place is Morgan Hitchings. He's won a race this season, he had a good season so far. He's 40 points off the lead. It's only 20 points for a win. It is an incredible level that the top 4 have put in so far this season. All 4 of them veterans from the first season of this series, perhaps showing that that can bring an advantage in its own right. Of course, Adam Richardson and Liam Jones, 2 of the drivers that finished at the very front of the championship last season, Scott Sandever and Adrian Tishy as well, were in the mix. An incredible performance from those 4 drivers so far this season. Toyota, no surprise, still lead the team's championship, but that's even closer, with the top 4 teams being covered by just 4 points. Truly crazy start to this season, and who knows what we're going to see next time out, because we are going to be going to the Red Bull Ring, and that is the place where we held our first ever simulated TC race back in Season 1. It was the Renaults that was the strongest car there that time, but a lot has changed since then. Is this going to be Adam Richardson's weekend? Can Adam Liu return to the grid? Or can Charlie Goodrick get his second career win in simulated TC? We really have to wait and see. We do have a break week though before that, so I do hope you enjoy that week away. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.